Good morning. Welcome to today's flow. Today we will be inviting some beautiful movement into the body while cultivating stillness in the mind. So an amazing way to get your day started. Beginning in a comfortable cross-legged seat, resting the hands down to the knees, closing the eyes, and just taking this first minute or so to really connect with your breath, connect with your body, your energy. Recognizing how you're feeling today, what you would like to gain from this practice, what you would like to leave behind in this practice. Take one final deep breath in. And exhale, let that go. Right, now making your way to your knees. So sitting down to the heels. Taking a big breath in, extending the arms overhead, interlacing the hands and pressing the palms to the sky. Exhale, round through the spine, press the hands forwards as the heart reaches back. So in breath, palms press, heart lifts. Exhale to round. Continuing to flow with the breath. So mobilizing the shoulders, the spine. Seated cat-cow motion. And slowly releasing the hands all of the way behind you, interlacing the hands and drawing them away from the body. So again, creating a back bend, a heart opener, a beautiful way to start the day. Really spreading the chest wide, lifting the gaze. Slowly release. Now just walking the hands out in front, finding your way to your child's pose, Balasana. So setting the hips down and back, rooting the forehead down into the mat. Taking a few deep breaths. Should feel really nice on your low back after creating that back bend. Inhale, drawing yourself forwards to your tabletop pose, hands below shoulders and knees below hips. Beautiful deep breath in, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the toes, press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll flow with the breath. Inhale, knees release, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, pressing the hips up and back, downward dog. Also moving between that cow pose with your in-breath, downward facing dog with the out-breath. Beautiful. And the next time that you find that downward facing dog, we'll hold. Maybe bring a gentle little bend into one knee and then the other. So beginning to warm up and open the backs of the legs, the calves. And then finding stillness, sinking heels towards the mat. With a deep breath in, drawing yourself all of the way forwards to your high plank position. Exhale, pressing the hips up and back, downward facing dog. With your inhale, ripple forwards, rounding through the spine, high plank. Exhale, lead with the tailbone, downward facing dog. So a few more times, waving the spine with the breath. Inhale, one vertebra at a time. Exhale, tailbone leads, arching the spine up and back, downward dog. Beautiful work, you guys. Once again, we'll settle into that downward facing dog, allowing head to fall completely heavy. And now we'll find a twist, so reaching right hand to the outside of the left ankle. If you're able to grab a hold and giving it a little tug. And now we'll switch. So left hand to the outside of the right ankle. Gazing out under the armpit. And then a slow release. Inhale, rippling forwards, high plank. But from here, you're going to keep the toes tucked, releasing the hips down to almost an upward facing dog position, but keeping the toes tucked. Because as we exhale, we're pressing it straight up and back, downward dog. Inhale, rolling forwards, one vertebra at a time. Eventually the hips release, the heart peels open. Exhale, lead with the tailbone as the hips press up and back. So again, you're getting this nice spinal movement, and you're moving, flowing with the breath. It's a nice mind-body connection. The movement is slow and controlled, which means the breath is slow and controlled. Next time you settle into that downward facing dog, I want you to begin to walk the hands back towards the feet. So we're in a standing forward fold, Uttanasana, at the back of the mat. Option to grab a hold of opposite elbows if that feels nice. Decompressing the entire spine. And breathing into whatever sensations you're feeling. And slowly walking the hands out in front. Again, we'll find downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg sweeps up and back, three-legged dog. As you exhale, softly land right foot between the hands, dropping the back knee down to the mat. So low lunge position. Untucking the back toes. Feeling that opening through the left hip flexor, psoas. Left hand will remain planted. With a big breath in, sweep that right hand forwards, up, and all of the way back. Can you tap the toes behind you? Good. Exhale to release. Tap the floor. In breath, open up, find your twist. Exhale, tap hand to the floor. 3 more deep breaths. If you can't quite tap the foot as you're bending into the knee behind you, don't worry. Just reach it as close in that direction as you can. So working with your own body's mobility. Hands will land to frame that right foot, and then reaching the hips back. So Ardha Hanuman, half splits, folding over top of the right leg. Breathing into whatever tension you feel through the right hamstring. Deep breath in, lunging forwards, and exhale, pressing the hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll prepare for the second side. Inhale, left leg lifts. And exhale, softly landing left foot between the hands. So right knee releases Again, low lunge position. Preparing to add movement, so right hand will remain planted. With that big breath in, left arm will sweep forwards, up, and reaching it all of the way back, seeing if you can tap the back toes. Good. Exhale to release everything down. Good. Inhale, twisting. Exhale to release. And 3 more big breaths. Really mobilizing the hips. Practicing coordination. This one can be tricky for some people. And hands are landed, framing the left foot. Again, hips will reach back as you fold over the left leg. Doing the best you can to keep your hips squared. And then yielding upper body to gravity. So a deep release through the hamstring. Inhale to lunge forwards. Exhale, press it straight back, downward facing dog. Lengthen the spine, press the hips up and back. Heels continue to sink towards the mat. Inhale, rippling forwards, high plank. And from here, we'll keep the right hand planted, opening into our side plank. So reaching the left hand up to the sky. Okay, see if you can bend into the left knee and then placing the foot behind. So flipping into your wild thing. Good, little back bend. And then slowly and steadily coming back through to high plank. Preparing for the second side, so side plank on the left side. Good. Finding that bend into the right knee, and then softly landing the foot behind, pressing the hips high, creating that beautiful back bend. Keep the breath flowing. Wonderful. Taking your time, once again making your way back through center. And then releasing to the knees, and we will find our child's pose. Again, child's pose is a lovely pose to do after those back bends. It's a nice release. Opening for the low back. Breathing into whatever sensations you're feeling. And with your next breath in, rising up to your seat, stretching the arms all of the way to the sky. And exhale, pulling the hands down through heart center. So Anjali Mudra, taking a moment, saying a big thank you to yourself for being here, being on your mat, doing something so healthy for your mind, for your body. Finding a moment of gratitude for another beautiful day. Thank you guys all so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this practice and enjoy whatever today brings to you. Namaste.